Klaus Schwab, the shadowy architect of the World Economic Forum, has finally stepped down. But don't exhale yet. The man who turned private jet powwows in Davos into a blueprint for global control isn't retiring quietly. His exit is a sleight of hand, a passing of the torch to sharper, hungrier wolves. The WEF, that unholy alliance of billionaires, bureaucrats, and technocrats, isn't just a think tank. It's a machine grinding down your freedom, your privacy, and your very humanity. And it's not slowing down, it's accelerating. So if you value your right to speak, to own, to move, to live without a digital leash around your neck, then you need to understand what Schwab's empire is, what his legacy has unleashed, and who's waiting in the wings to tighten the screws. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a plan, documented, tweeted, and sold in glossy books, and it's coming for you. So let's rip the mask off. Who is Klaus Schwab? Well, Klaus Schwab isn't just a German economist with a mechanical engineering degree. He's the puppet master who, since 1971, has spent over 5 decades weaving a web of unelected power. The WEF started as a humble European business forum, but morphed into a global juggernaut, a cabal where presidents, CEOs, and central bankers kneel at the altar of Schwab's vision. Davos isn't a conference, it's a war room. There, the elite sip champagne, smirk about sustainability, and plot a world where you're a tenant in their digital fiefdom. Schwab didn't just influence the 21st century, he hijacked it. His WEF doesn't answer to voters or parliaments. It's a shadow government, a technocratic cartel that laughs at democracy. Every year, world leaders leave Davos parroting the same script. Climate targets, public-private partnerships, and the so-called Fourth Industrial Revolution. Sounds harmless? Well, it's a Trojan horse for control. You will own nothing and you will be happy. They even promoted this. Watch this. Okay, so that wasn't a meme. It was a WEF video from 2016, smugly predicting life in 2030. So picture this. You don't own your home, your car, or even your clothes. Everything's rented, your fridge, your furniture, your life, through subscriptions controlled by faceless corporations and AI. Need food? Scan your digital ID. Want to travel? Your carbon footprint says no. Step out of line? Your account's frozen. No appeal, no escape. This isn't progress, it's digital serfdom. The lords of Davos own the land, the data, the rules. You're a tenant in their algorithms, smiling because they told you to, all justified by saving the planet. Meanwhile, they jet in on Gulf streams, untouched by their own rules. So let's talk about the Great Reset. Well, COVID-19 was Schwab's golden ticket. In 2020, while you were locked in your home, masks muffling your voice, Schwab co-authored COVID-19, The Great Reset. He called the pandemic a rare but narrow window to reimagine the world. Reimagine it how? Every transaction tracked. Your coffee purchase, your late night X post, your charity donation logged in a digital ledger. Every move monitored. Smart cities with cameras on every corner. AI tallying your carbon score. Walk too far? Beep. Quota exceeded. Governments and corporations fused. No more pesky checks and balances. Just one technocratic blob deciding what's essential. Schwab didn't whisper this in back rooms. He shouted it, published it, sold it. The Great Reset wasn't about health. It was about power, and they're still pushing. The fourth industrial revolution sounds futuristic, but it's a prison. It's AI deciding your prospects, biotech tweaking your body, and surveillance tracking your thoughts. The WEF has floated implantable microchips to monitor your health. So imagine a chip under your skin beeping when your blood sugar spikes or your social score dips. They've pushed digital IDs to access food, travel, or work. So forget your vaccine passport. Sorry, no groceries. Cash, obsolete. Central bank digital currencies, otherwise known as CBDCs, can be programmed to expire or block unapproved purchases. Say the wrong thing online, your wallet's off. This isn't convenience, it's a cage. Picture a single mother in Ohio, her CBDC account frozen because she missed a mandatory health check. Or a farmer in Kansas barred from buying seeds because his ESG score tanked after he criticized lab-grown meat. These aren't hypotheticals. They're test runs already happening in places like China and Canada. Schwab's gone, but his throne's not empty. I want you to meet Peter Lebrecht. He is the interim WEF chair and former Nestle boss. This is the guy whose company argued water isn't a human right while bottling it for profit in drought-stricken regions. He's not here to soften the WEF. He's here to streamline it. Nestle's playbook? Privatize essentials, control supply, crush dissent. Then there's Borge Brende, the WEF's president and Norwegian ex-minister. Don't let his mild manners fool you. He's a digital governance zealot, pushing ESG scores that let corporations play morality police. Your business doesn't align with WEF values? No funding, no contracts, no survival. Some other contenders include Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce, who wants every company's ESG score to dictate its fate. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, the guy wanting to weaponize your pension to enforce climate dogma. And Christine Lagarde, the president of the European Central Bank, who wants to build a digital euro that could track your every cent. But the darkest rumor? Tony Blair, the Iraq War's poster boy, a surveillance state pioneer and a digital ID evangelist. Blair's been pitching health passport systems that lock you out of society without the right jab or score. If he takes the helm, expect a WEF that's less Bond villain, more smiling dictator, selling you chains as safety. These aren't leaders, they're overlords, ready to inherit Schwab's dystopia. So what's next? What's the endgame? Well, the WEF's next phase is a nightmare dressed as utopia. CBDCs, your money is a digital leash. In 2023, Canada tested behavior-based banking. Step out of line and your account's locked. China's already there, debanking dissidents. You're next. Digital IDs. Australia's 2024 ID system links your job, bank, and travel to one chip. No ID, no life. The WEF wants this global by 2030. AI governance. Algorithms, not humans, decide your fate. In Singapore, AI already flags risky citizens for scrutiny. Soon, it'll punish you for wrong think before you even speak. ESG mandates. Small businesses crushed under sustainability rules while mega corporations thrive. A cafe in London was fined in 2024 for using non-green packaging. Individuals are next. Your carbon score could dictate your job or your rent. So why should you be terrified? Well, this isn't a movie, it's your future. The WEF's tentacles are in your government. Schwab even bragged about it, about penetrating cabinets worldwide. Remember this?
This notion to integrate young leaders is part of the World Economic Forum since many years. When I mention now names like Mrs. Merkel, even Vladimir Putin and so on, they all have been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum. Mm-hmm. But what we are very proud of now, the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina and so on, that we penetrate the cabinets. So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
Yeah, Canada's Trudeau, France's Macron, New Zealand's Ardern, they're WEF disciples. Their policies aren't accidents, they're orders. Imagine this, It's 2030, you're a mechanic in Texas. Your small shop's ESG score is too low because you didn't install solar panels. No bank loan, no supplies. You protest online, but your digital ID flags you as disruptive. Your CBDC account freezes. Your kids can't buy food. Your neighbor reports you for excessive energy use to boost her social score. Meanwhile, Davos elites dine on Wagyu, exempt from the insect protein diet they're pushing on you. Or picture a teacher in Florida, fired because her digital ID shows she skipped a climate education course. Her CBDC won't let her buy gas to leave town. Her kid's school demands vaccine records linked to their IDs, or they're expelled. This isn't fiction. The pilot program's already running. Schwab was the cartoon villain. His accent and theatrics made him easy to mock. His successors won't be. They'll be polished, empathetic, cloaking control in buzzwords like equity and resilience. They'll sell you a social credit system as community empowerment. They'll pitch surveillance as protecting the vulnerable, and you'll clap until the cage door slams shut. Schwab's legacy isn't a man, it's a system, a world where you own nothing, not even your thoughts, because AI monitors them. You have no privacy. Cameras, chips, and algorithms see all. You obey or you're erased. No money, no movement, no voice. Schwab's exit isn't a victory, it's a signal. The WEF isn't retreating, it's reloading. They're banking on your apathy, your distraction, your fear, but you're not helpless. Speak out before your voice is throttled. Support local businesses before they're crushed by ESG. Demand cash before it's banned. And question every policy cloaked in sustainability or safety. Klaus Schwab built a monster. His heirs are feeding it. The only thing standing between their sterile, soulless future and your freedom is you. So wake up, fight back, or we can all kiss humanity goodbye. Thanks for watching this clip from the full Kim Iverson Show, which you can check out Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. The show airs live. It is a 1-hour live show Monday through Friday. Just head to KimIversonShow.com. See you there.